What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists, and welcome to On the Bench. Repeat the series you put on in the background as your hobby or paint along with me. Now, what this series is for those of you that are new, is you put it on in the background as you're doing something a bit more mundane, like a production line or something like that. I've got a little bit of a production line going on myself today, which we'll come to in a moment. And yeah, I talk about all sorts, life, my life, my hobby, things that are going on, stuff like that. So strap yourselves in and get ready for an hour or thereabouts of hobby with me, and it will be about an hour today. Get your teas, coffees, whatever else you need, glues, models, paints and all your other things, and let's get to the bench. Okay, so as you can see here, look, on my bench right now I've got these Zombicide Invader Xenos. And yes, they are lined up in production now. So I've caught up with all of them. And actually, let's just see if we can zoom in a bit closer. You can have a better look at them. Well, you get the general idea. You can see them there now. Okay. And they're all they're base coated. They're primed in like a dark colour, base coated in Racar flesh, all of them, and they've all been shade washed with various different colours. Although I want them to be kind of the same, I want them to be kind of unique as well. So, yeah, I want them to have a little bit of individuality. Well, I've done their bases, and this is where I thought. Oh, well, I'm pleased anyway. I've got this artist acrylic paint, Dough Crafts. It's really cheap. It's like £1 a bottle of this stuff. It's burnt umber. You hear it shaking, and it's quite liquid-like. It's good. It's great for this kind of model work painting, whereas other colours that you get, particularly oranges, I've noticed are a bit more thicker. I'm going to put my glasses on a moment. So I'm at the stage now where I want to do, the mundane stuff, and I'm never going to get through all of these. Before it was easy, slap the base coat on, slap the wash on. They've got little nodule things on them going on, and I want to do them red. I want to do them red on all of them. So I'm wondering, do I go with a Minotaur Angelic Blood or a Mephiston Red? I think I'll go with Mephiston Red is quite bright, so I'll go with this and this. Angelic Blood by Minotaur. It's a bit darker. It's not corn red dark, but it's it's a bit darker. Right. So I'm going to go with this. I'm not going to need a lot of it, but we'll start anyway. Right, so I'm just going to clean up the nozzle of my paint pot. Oh, the rain's coming. Oh, glad I'm trapped out here with a cup of coffee. That's good. Obviously not when I have to go back out in it, but that's another time. I'm just... Anybody seen my paint thinning video, which is, ideally for airbrush, but if anybody's seen it, what I was doing there was I was just testing I put one glob of water from my paint pot into the paint and thinned it down. I just dragged it up the sides and did the test to see if it ran back down, and it does. So it's Minotaur paints are actually better than most for being airbrush ready, because a lot of them aren't, you see. Right. let's pop some of these colours away. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'll zoom out, I'll show you what I'm going to do. What I do here, so I will work on like that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. When they're done, I shall move them to the back and then move everyone forwards. That's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to work. So just have a quick look. I did dry brush them all with Longbeard Grey, just to give them a bit of uniformity. Cool. It's really raining. That's not good. Right, so I'm just going to do the couple of knobbly bits there. He's only got one on visible. Oh, actually he's got one on his couple on his back, actually a few on his back. So may even need my other glasses for this. Anyway, don't hold your breath, Pete. It's a habit I have. I'm a lot better than I ever used to be. Yeah, happy with that. Has he got any on his back? Not that. Oh yeah, he might. Not sure. Not that I'm seeing. So we'll do these first. And I really don't know if we'll get them all done in this hour. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how many I can get done in an hour. He's got 3 on his back as well. Well, a little bit fine, but that's cool, right? He's got one there. I'm going to say this one's got one on his back as well. Wow. Angelic Blood is a great paint, though, it really is. There. I would say... They got lots of knobbly bits on them too. Now, so I get a better. Might be a bit better. Yeah, they got lots of knobbly bits on them, which I'll do a different colour again. I'm thinking maybe like a Thunderhawk blue or something of that nature. I guess this is gonna be worth the extra effort. I wouldn't normally bother doing this on a board game miniature, but it's just so cool. Yeah, I like that. Liking it. May have to end up putting some drying retarder in with the paint. I know this is the point where people will scream, well, you should be using a wet palette, and I just don't like them. It makes the paint go all weird, it makes the pigments separate from the medium, and yeah, you can mix them back in, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a mess, and it's a mess I can do without, quite frankly. Oh, we've got one on the back of his leg here. Didn't check their legs. I'd better do that after. Right, so let's just check the backs of their legs. He's okay. He's okay, not seeing it on him. He's got one actually on the bottom of his back. What the place where probably we'd call our chakras. One of our chakra points. I don't know much about that, but I've heard it said. I've heard it said. Oh yeah. Oh nope. That's funny. Thought I saw one, but I guess I was mistaken. Right. Brush the brush off. I'm gonna have to reach over for some drying retarder. Where would I have put it? Ah, it's already out. You fool! You fool! I keep it in one of these drop a stop bottles here. Right. Yes, drying retarder. Hopefully that'll keep it going for a bit. Yeah, so I've done the front rank, as it were. See what I'll do now. I know it's messy around here, but I shall move these to the back, you see, because these were actually the first ones I did from the pack, and I'll just move all these forwards like so. Like, let me in, or I'll blow your house down. Right. Maybe I should have them off of there, like that. That might be better. Then it's only the ones I'm working on that are not on the yellow pad. Yeah. I know this is like farting around big style, but there we go. that makes more sense to me. Right. Coffee time. Coffee. Better just check my phone. It's on silent, but I do have a message that does need answering. So please bear with me. Just, oops. I was going to say, look at these guys. Or look at the rank of them. Right, okay, so that's done. I'll leave my phone on silent so that it's doesn't interrupt us. God, these glasses are filthy dirty. Sorry about that. Ugh. Right, okay. We're not going to get very far at this rate of knots. So onwards. Oh, do you know, I've just noticed he's got a couple on his head as well. Which means the other dude I've already moved to the back will have that too. Right. Yeah, so there, I better check their heads too. I'm guessing. Yeah, I'll leave the camera angle, zoomed out a bit like this so you can see the whole field, as it were. Playing field. Right, so bring him back, check his head. Yeah, didn't check their heads, why not? Why did I not check their heads? Don't know. Right, so now I'm moving him to the back. This is how it works. Yeah, and I can see this dude's got him on his head as well. Well, there you go. Zombicide Invader. I've had this game quite a while now. I haven't played it yet, as I'm trying to find the time to paint the models. The only time I really get is with these on the bench episodes. So but we're gonna get there. They got like tentacly things coming off their head, and it's really cool. I really like the look. Oop, bit too much paint there. I'll just drown it if I use that much. Right. So he had him on his head too. I'm gonna have to address this on all of them, I'm guessing. Some of them varying degrees of sculpt detail. So they're great miniatures. I really love them. You could use these for all sorts. I mean, all sorts. Well, I'm not seeing that. So yeah, I'm like mega anxious. Well, not anxious, mega looking forward to getting down and learning this game. Yeah, I cannot wait to break it out and set that tutorial up. It's gonna be so good. So good. I knew I'd have a lot of on the bench episodes tied up with these models from the box set, which is great. And I haven't even started on the characters yet, you know. I said to my wife, because, you know, I said, which shall I start first, the characters or the actual aliens? She said, hey, I'll do the aliens. So that's what I'm doing. And my mum said, well, at least some of the aliens have to be green, because, you know, aliens are green, little green men. In the case of this box set, big green men, or big green things. So not these guys. Well, some of them are green, yes, they are. But the other ones are more green, if that makes any sense. Like these characters, not characters, tanks. These dudes. Yeah. Might even do, well, there's an idea. Because I'm having this whole individuality thing, you know, going around in my head. I'm thinking, ooh, tanks are green. And they've got a couple of yellow tentacles and a couple of orange tentacles. What if I did the tanks yellow? Well, I've got hunters, so they can cover that, I suppose. But there are other types of alien that I don't have, like from expansions and so on. So they're, you know. 23 minutes, folks. There we are, moving them up. Sip of coffee time. Yeah. Glasses down. So I think this is where it ends. That's where it starts. He didn't do his head though. Wait a minute. Didn't do his head. He needs to do his head. Well, anyway. Alright. I think I referred to these in my last video of On the Bench as gribblies, and that is what I like to call like cannon fodder infantry monsters. Gribblies. That's exactly what they are. Yeah. I don't know what these like. Well, they're like sores, but they're also like holes in the skin as well, which I don't know, could be breathing, something like that. Could be utilised for breathing. Who knows? We can go to the back for a minute. We'll do this on. We'll change it up a bit, you know, way. But as you know, I absolutely love Zombicide. I've always loved Zombicide right from the very first, all those years ago when it came out. And the game mechanic for the co-op and solo play is just phenomenally good. I've never seen better. I get the feeling though that this game is that much harder. Just a feeling from what I've read and from the way a couple of people have talked about it. I'll run through the tutorial, make sure I got the rules down. Then what I'll do is I'll film the tutorial as a kind of like a solo play and put it up so that you can see how the game works. And I can sort of interject with my thoughts and so on. There we are. Well, we might get them done from this stage today. I don't know, we might do. It should be good. Got the tentacles and the little knobby things on them. I don't know whether to leave the knobby things or not. And just do the tentacles. Like a blue-grey colour. I don't know, almost like what I would imagine an aquatic colour to be. Although they're not related, all these different aliens in the Zombicide Invader game, they're all different aliens, which is something I quite like too. Right. I can lean my arm across on the final one. Right. Got one there. Keep your brush in a nice point, because it won't stay in a nice point if you don't clean it off and you just keep dipping it in the paint, because that paint will dry on it. Not dry, but enough to mess your bristles up. Not permanently, but well, I suppose it could be if you left it long enough, but just enough to fan them out. That's when you need to clean them off, really, ideally. There we go. Do. Another one bites the dust. Right, time to move it up. And I thought my idea of having plain bases on these guys for brown burnt umber was genius, because it simplifies the matter. It makes them, looking at the game board tiles, equally suitable. And by the way, I may or may not put another coat on. Quite like the patchy effect, to be honest. But I think it makes them suitable for indoor or outdoor, because you can't really texture them with like rubble or sand or anything like that, the gritty stuff, not conventional, that you can with the other Zombicides, because I just think it works better this way. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so tired. Tired but happy. I'll tell you what I'm not happy about. I've got to go to work tomorrow. Yeah, alright, because this is my last day off. This is my weekend. Thursday today. So I go to work on Fridays, but tomorrow I had to swap my hours around get an appointment in. I've got an appointment with someone that can't be changed, like a medical one. And so I had to swap back to earlies for the day. Oh, so I start at 5 in the morning tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that. I know I'll go in and there'll be surprised faces. They're going, "Oh, what are you doing on this shift?" I'll be like, "Oh man, I do not miss these hours, I can tell you that." Right, anyway. That's my coffee gone. When he finishes farting about with his brush. So these ones, I think these are the ones I did blue. But they look more uniform because of the long big grey, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I've got to work out a decent storage solution for these guys when they're done, and I think I've found one. I think they're all going to fit in one of the drawers over there. Over there, like the rainbow coloured ones that I've got. So I think all the miniatures for this game will fit nicely in one drawer. At least that is my hope. That is my hope. Because yeah, it looks all nice and pretty when you put them in the plastic tray that come with the game. But ultimately, Nah, pain in the ass because they just are. They never fit quite how you'd like them to fit, and it's just a pain. Put them here. Yeah, so if I can get them in. Then that would be fantastic. Ooh, let me know what you're working on. Always got to get that in there. Yeah. I have a question for you guys. In games, no matter what the game is, tabletop, board game, computer game, whatever, role-playing game, do you prefer to play the part of the good guys or the bad guys? Be honest. Do you find it more enjoyable? Does it depend on the game? Does it depend on the game? And if so, let me know. I'd be very interested to know. Because I find that sort of thing fascinating. It's lovely and warm in here now. Turning my heater off. I do that to conserve electricity, of course. The rain has stopped at least, which is good. I really like the look of these. I love the look of these guys. They're like the normal Walker zombies in classic Zombicide. Equivalent stats wise. So they're not very powerful. They are a bit cannon foddery for the game AI. But who cares? They keep coming. They just keep coming. Awesome. If any of my old work colleagues are watching, how you doing? How are you doing? And if you're spending hours watching me do this, I thought you were into computer games and that kind of thing. Youngsters usually are. Not all of them, granted. This angelic blood is superb. Go. Sometimes the brush just doesn't last to the last miniature in the line. It just needs to be cleaned. Right. Of course, the good way of doing it is using the natural lines in your hand and doing that. Comes to a nice point. Anyway, I'm using a Army Painter detail brush here for this. I love the Army Painter brushes primarily because of their triangulated handles. I find that so much more ergonomic. One day, when the sun was shining, used to be a story, a children's storybook. I've probably mentioned it before. One day when the sun was shining. It was called. That wasn't the name of the book. It was the name of the story in the book. But for a children's story, it was long. I used to choose it always for my dad to read to me when I was young. Give me a bedtime story. He knew you're going to choose that story again, aren't you? Because it's the longest one. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going to choose that one. Right, when we're getting there, I'm not sure if we'll get it done on time, but I'm going to try. Might do it. Might do it. I'll leave that for a minute. Oh yeah. I've got a video rendering at the moment, but it's taking hours, it seems. I think the internet must be slow right now where I am. Or a lot of people logged onto it. Yeah, slowed right down. Yeah. I wish I could do more of this to kind of make some sort of supplement for my income. I could stay at home and earn a living. That would be good, wouldn't it? They say about people, they're trying to encourage people to work from home. I'd like nothing more than to work from home. Yeah, I'll stay home, I'll make videos, that's cool. I will do that. There we are. Yeah. Starting to get chilly again. That's how quick the temperature drops when it's cold. I love it in the summer though, it keeps it nice and cool out here. In the summer it is really nice. Don't get me wrong, it still gets hot, but overall, by and large, the insulation is perfect. Keeps the heat in and it keeps the heat out. Just maintains the temperature that it should be, more or less. But right now it's dropping because, well, it would naturally drop anyway. It is cooler. So on we go. Can't believe how quick the weeks are going. That's the thing when you work odd days and hours in a shift. I mean, for me, I don't think they go as quick as they used to when I was on earlys, but you know, that's something I'm okay with because I prefer the hours I'm on now by a long shot. Yes. It's necessary evil going in tomorrow early. Oh. Still. That's the way it goes. Then I'll have Saturday off. My bin's getting full. The only thing I really put in it is used kitchen towel. It's an absolute joy to paint these beautiful models. I love them. Absolutely love them. My little army of aliens. There we are. That's him. I'll be glad when these are varnished up though. Do I do them gloss on that? That's a question. I think I prefer the matte look overall. Satin can be a bit weird. It's neither one thing or the other, is it? Yeah. But once they're varnished, I feel more comfortable handling them. Try and handle them minimalistically now. We're almost back to where we started, almost. I'm confident we'll do it in time. I mean, I will do them all in this session, but I mean, I don't know, 10 minutes. Not rushing it though. In fact, I'll go, once the video's over, I'll probably go around again just to make sure they're all okay and so on and so forth. Yeah. This playlist of On the Bench Repeat has got the most videos of any of my playlists now. Did you know that? The second one is P&Q. But yeah, this one that's got the most. I never thought it would overtake P&Q, because P&Q used to be weekly, you see. This was more sporadic, but and P&Q went monthly. I miss the old days. Which old days you probably want? I mean, any old days. I don't know, the world just seems crazy right now. Crazy place to live. Even my mum said that, the world is just mental now. Changed. It's a completely different world to the one she remembers growing up, and it's different to the one I remember growing up in. I miss the simplicity of the old days. I really do. Going out on your bikes, and as kids, riding around on your bikes, burning around, as they used to say, making ramps, doing all that crazy stuff. Yeah, I miss it. Old-fashioned computers, which were state of the art then, but they were simplistic enough. I don't think they should have gotten, well, to the point they've gotten to as quickly as they did. My goodness. I like the old 8-bit machines. Graphics, yeah, high resolution graphics. Well, it was at the time. Yeah, look at computer games nowadays. It's like almost like the real thing. It's like it's not recognizable as a computer game anymore. To me, I don't know. I mean, board games were still quite prevalent back when I was a child. I used to go around my friend's house, or he'd come around mine, and we'd play board games. We had our favourites. Used to play Monopoly. It was more, the game was more like who could cheat the best, but it was so good fun. Escape from Colditz. Another game we played a lot of. I never won that, not once. I don't recall ever winning that game. Not once. He always beat me. My friend, that is, of course. I wonder what he'd make of it all now. He passed away many years ago now, but I miss him. Miss him a lot. If I dwell on it, I really miss my old friend. Left school, got girlfriends and quickly lose interest in your old life. If I had my time again, it'd be all completely different. I'd do it way different. But I think we'd all say that, wouldn't we? Yeah. Don't think I'm going to get it, this little challenge of mine done in time. Sorry for the silence, but silence is golden. No, he doesn't have any on his back. Don't think I'll do it. I don't think I'll do it. Be cutting it fine anyway. Still. I've got some Lord of the Rings models to put together and paint sometime. I was just thinking, and the reason I'm just thinking about it is I remember I've seen some more Lord of the Rings stuff on YouTube, different channels recently, and I've got the Men of Minas Tirith, or Minas Tirith. I will pronounce it wrong, whatever, but you get the idea. And I've still got like the Fellowship of the Ring company to paint. I didn't get it as a set. I just seem to have all the characters from it, or most of the characters from the Fellowship. I used to, when I was younger, I had the Fellowship of the Ring by Citadel Miniatures, all of in metal miniatures, in those boxes they used to do. Do you remember? There we are. 4 to do in 2 minutes. Won't happen. Won't be able to do it. Not rushing it. Not rushing it. This angelic blood has done very well. So they don't have like sores and pustules and gore like the classic Zombicide sort of thing. Just alien and weird. Weird and alien. There we go. So we will get them all done, but just not in time. And I'm okay with that. Everyone's in a hurry these days. That annoys me a bit. Particularly at work. Whether it's customers or bosses or whatever it is. It's always, a hurry. Gotta get this out, gotta get this done, it's gotta be gone by blah. Yeah, can't have a queue longer than 30 seconds. Yeah, all this kind of stuff, you know, it's just craziness. Like I say, world is mad now. Give me the old days any day. Yeah, so if this is a computer simulation we live in, some people think it is. Some well-respected physicists think it is. They're in the hour at the hour now. So if this is a computer simulation, I'd like to load up to the old days, please. Go back to then. Not war, but the old days. Just the simplistic days of old. Well, we never made it, but it is going to be done for this session. And whilst it's dry, I'm going to make myself another drink, I think. Yes, I think so. Maybe a nice cup of tea or something like that. Haha. Right. I'm going to enjoy playing this game. Just spend all my time looking at the models. You know. There's some great models in this game. Especially with the bots and characters and things. Well, with all of it, really. There's these weird aliens. I think they're called flipper aliens. I'm not sure. I think they might be in the... there's an expansion. I forget what it's called now. Dark Ops? No. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. Anyway, expansion for this, which is also a standalone game. A bit like your Rue Morgues and your Prison Outbreaks. Yeah, I think they got different aliens, which is kind of cool. There we are. Right. Now that is all the little... Let's zoom in and I'll see if I can show you. I'll just pick one here to see on his back a little. So it's a subtle detail, but yeah. Subtle detail, but that's what makes, you know, the difference, I think. So this brings me to the end of another On the Bench repeat session. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed it. I hope I haven't bored you too much with the crap I come out with, but you know me by now. That's what I do. I just ramble on, don't I? And sometimes I zone out. That's because I'm in the zone of painting. I'm there, you know. I'm with it. So I'm going to probably work on the tentacles next, and that'll probably be the next session. So thanks very much for joining me. Let me know what you're working on. Don't forget my question to you all as well. In games, do you prefer to play the good guys or the bad guys? And it doesn't matter what game, board game, war game, tabletop game, you know, role-playing game, computer game, anything. Do you prefer to play the bad guys or the good guys? And be honest. Or does it depend on what game it is? Let me know. I'd be very interested to read that. See you next time. Bye for now.